And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw is Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, it's Grant. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down now, it's Grant. And the result here,
meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Forced it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 24, check 24.
To throw is Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This is Coleman, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he's got Lockett. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Line 90. Check 53's mine. I got it.
On second and 15 now. Wilson over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that will find that kind of yardage. You couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 3.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, orbit. 55, come on. Check 55, come on.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Alert, alert, alert. Watch the twist.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Keep going.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
55 mark, 55. No gain on this defense.
Faking the give, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Coleman has it here right side.
You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Wilson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check the backer, check the backer.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him, try and have another reward for him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Number 53, Mike 53. Big stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and 4. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. On first down, Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Ready, set.
A final shot before the break, Darnold, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the... They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, 0.
From the gun, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Derrick Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Again, it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense from the 20. Here's Grant. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Darnold. It's complete to Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, echo.
1st down.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's good for 28 yards. Darnold now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Darnold completes it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers. Picks it.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all this.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
380. Hold up. Watch the curl.
On first down, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go play action now. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
What? 36 power. Switch. Good job right there. Nice.
Play action. It's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson.
We got pass.
Complete to Bobby Anderson.
A first down throw, Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The Jets on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch safety creep.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.